Let's just be honest. It was Black American churches that made Tyler Perry rich. They went to all his plays.
Morgan invited Jaguar Wright, a singer, on his show Uncensored.
She done wrote songs for some of the biggest stars that exist. But since she wasn't partaking some of the nonsense, a lot of hit records got taken from her and given to other people. She didn't get song credits or song.
Yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit.
Rumor has it that Jaguar Wright might soon speak out about billionaire media mogul Oprah Winfrey. Known for her blunt take on major industry figures, Wright has previously criticized Jay-Z, Diddy, and Oprah's close friend Tyler Perry. Over the years, some have speculated that Oprah's public persona may not be her true self, and this could be the moment for Wright to reveal what she believes to be the truth. Why do people think Jaguar Wright might target Oprah? She's been vocal about exposing what she calls the truth within the entertainment industry. Earlier this year, she called Diddy evil before his recent scandal emerged, and she's openly shared her views on Jay-Z and Tyler Perry as well. Oprah may now be her next focus. When it comes to Tyler Perry, Wright has alleged that his influence in the Black community is partly due to his association with Bishop T.D. Jakes' church. She further claimed that Jakes attended some of Diddy's notorious gatherings and hinted that he could also face legal issues soon.
Let's just be honest. It was Black American churches that made Tyler Perry rich. They went to all his plays. Tyler Perry plays started in the churches. And yet, how many churches does he donate to? Because the only one I've ever seen him donate to was T.D. Power Bottom's Jake Church. And they both attended the freak-offs, as brethren. Amen.
Jaguar Wright has also been outspoken about Jay-Z, criticizing celebrities who, according to her, have been complicit in Diddy's actions over the years. She argues that these individuals have no place to suddenly condemn Diddy or act self-righteous now that his alleged behavior is under scrutiny.
So what are your thoughts on all the his celebrity friends that denounced those allegations and were like, this is false, and
Liars.
They were saying, yeah, should they speak up now? Should they speak up now?
I think it's getting a little too late for those who are complicit. For the victims who have been too afraid to come forward because the diddler has been running around with impunity. It's time for all of the victims to come forward. But for the people that have been denying it, you know what? Let's not be coy. I am Jaguar. So let's just keep it a buck. Let's keep it a bean. Stevie J should be charged. Mary J. Blige should also be charged. Jennifer Lopez should definitely be charged. Should I keep going?
I mean, you're hitting it on.
Jay-Z should be charged. Khaled should be charged. Rick Ross should be charged. Usher should be charged and tried with him. Or for Justin Bieber alone.
Now, Carisha and Rick Ross just sat down together.
Jaguar Wright has hinted at wanting to hear Diddy's thoughts on a particularly controversial topic: Jay-Z's rumored affair with Kathy White, who was allegedly his pregnant mistress before her sudden and suspicious death.
I was saying, if those who don't know who Kathy is.
Kathy Coriana White, Jay-Z's pregnant mistress, who died 24 hours after she announced that she was going public with their relationship and the baby while he was married to Beyonce. Was it an aneurysm, Diddy? Or are you the one who paid the same coroner that...
Meanwhile, Piers Morgan ended up apologizing after allowing Jaguar Wright to openly discuss Jay-Z and Beyonce on his show. During the segment, Wright implied a deeper connection between Jay-Z and Diddy.
Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyonce during that interview.
Piers Morgan is apologizing to Jay-Z and Beyoncé after an interview he conducted detailed false allegations about the couple. Morgan invited Jaguar Wright, a singer, on his show Uncensored, where she spoke about Sean Diddy Combs' recent arrest. During the interview, she claimed, "For 4 years, I've been screaming not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters." Elsewhere, she claimed that Jay-Z and Beyoncé both have hundreds of victims. On Tuesday, Morgan revealed on his show that Jay-Z and Beyoncé's lawyers contacted him and that Wright's claims were totally false and have no basis in fact.
And that's the thing about platforms. The reality of the modern world is that pretty much everyone has a platform as long as they have something to say that other people want to hear.
Morgan told his audience, "That's why we invited Wright on to be interviewed. The people making these claims have an audience with or without shows like mine."
Well, Jaguar Wright unexpectedly made several serious allegations about Jay-Z and Beyoncé during that interview. As I said in the moment, they were not present to respond or defend themselves, but now they have.
He continued, "We had lawyers contact us to say that those claims were totally false and have no basis in fact, and we've therefore complied with the legal request to cut them from the original interview." Morgan concluded his message with a direct apology.
Editing interviews is not something we do lightly at a show called Uncensored. But, like the proverbial cries of fire in a crowded theatre, there are legal limits on us too. And we apologise to Jay-Z and...
In a post-release interview, Big Homie defended Jaguar Wright, describing her as an influential figure who, despite not being widely recognized in the industry, has contributed by writing songs for some of the biggest names in music.
Jaguar Wright wrote songs for Al Green, man. She wrote songs for some of the biggest stars that exist. But since she wasn't partaking in some of the nonsense, a lot of hit records got taken from her and given to other people. She didn't get song credits or her publishing and royalties for that. So she out for vengeance, bro. Like, and she not no lady you can just run over, bro. Like, she has sent it up with you. Like, I just seen her outside of the event. They wouldn't let her in. She's sending it up with men, like fearless. So I'm not shocked, you feel me? Like, I know I can't verify everything she be saying, but bro, she wrote songs. She got song credits for writing for Al Green.
The risks could escalate significantly if she turns her focus toward exposing someone as powerful as Oprah.
I just want to tell Jaguar Wright, be careful. She just went on Piers Morgan. Beyonce and Jay-Z sent Piers Morgan a cease and desist. Made Piers Morgan publicly apologize. Today. It's about to get dangerous for a lot of people. So if you out here doing what you're doing, because y'all not me. So you better be on your P's and Q's. It's about to get ugly. This is when people start to turn up dead right now. So keep that in mind.
It's clear Jaguar Wright isn't planning to hold back, as she recently sat down for another interview following the Piers Morgan controversy, this time with fellow whistleblower Orlando Brown.
Jaguar Wright, who are the elites? I mean, who are the people that are set to quiet what you're saying? Who is scared of you?
Everyone. See, the problem is when you take an astringent agent like me and you put it into an ecosystem that is imbalanced, everyone is afraid. Everyone. There's a lot of people that want things to stay the same. And the reason why they want it is because that's the only way they're ever going to get it. See, pure talent is pure talent. Pure whore is pure whore. What's the line between the two? Hollywood. Am I wrong?
You're not. I just don't want to disrespect what you're saying. You're not.
In another interview, Jaguar Wright claimed that federal authorities are actively covering up the situation, despite significant evidence suggesting that Diddy used to bribe police officers. She argued that this undermines the American justice system, making it appear ineffective or biased, especially as the story has allegedly been spun to protect him.
Let's just be real. How the hell is any of this shit we're talking about actually happening in real life without the authorities knowing about it, having some knowledge of it, and no control of stopping it?
You pay off the police.
Yeah, but why is it being said that police have been paid off, authorities have been paid off, it's being proven that people are being paid off, and there's no major news story about those police officers being investigated, about those people being arrested, about those people being shut down? Why is qualified immunity creating blanket coverages for perverts in and out of the system? They got hip hop cops and none of these seen those kids? You got 15 different people in the past 10 years go and do interviews with Vlad, calling themselves hip hop cops. Y'all saw none of this. And you didn't go and take any of this to the higher ups. You didn't take it to the commissioner. You didn't take it to the police oversight committee. Why is it just falling on the bad guys? Why isn't it falling on? I mean, honestly, if we really take an honest look at all of this that's going on, it's making the American justice system and our police force look totally inept.
In that same interview, Jaguar Wright connected Oprah Winfrey to the controversy, pointing out that Oprah was a strong supporter of the anti-Michael Jackson documentary. Wright also alleged that Diddy has been harassing Michael Jackson's sister, Janet Jackson, for years.
Kind of like Ashton Kutcher leaving Mila Kunis and then going off with Demi Moore and then coming back to Mila Kunis. You know, there's a lot of entrapment relationships. There's a lot of setup relationships. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, let me ask this, because we live in a world of truth now, and
But
I know.
meanwhile, when she married that billionaire, all of that was going on when Diddy was harassing her.
Oh.
Because he's been harassing her.
Oh, shit.
For years. Yeah.
Janet? Damn, man.
And they won't talk about it.
I can see him.
So when I hear Orlando
eyes-
bringing up the Janet Jackson thing and saying it in his little code word, I know what that means. I know what he's saying. But the truth is Janet is under heavy scrutiny. She did what she had to do to survive. She's strong. It's just that Jackson family stigma.
Jaguar Wright further drew parallels between Chris Brown's situation and that of Michael Jackson, suggesting that Hollywood insiders have an agenda against Chris.
They hate him. And Usher is like, he's the poster boy for booty hole baby oil and butt plugs. Like it's... And Chris Brown, and they keep trying. They did the same thing to Michael Jackson.
Same way.
They did the same thing. They just kept, for him, it was children. And for Chris, it's, you hit Rihanna, you a beat her for the rest of your life. You're a weirdo. Like, it's, we don't care that you're talented. We don't care that you don't hire lookalikes to come and do your concerts after people paid all that money to see you, like Usher did. Like it's...
If the documentary does show something or tell something that is damning,
anybody who wants to watch that needs to take into consideration that we live in the age of AI. And you can make a human being say anything you want them to if you have enough picture frames and if you have enough voice.
Once again, Jaguar Wright steered the conversation toward Jay-Z and Beyonce, highlighting the significant influence of major Black billionaires in the entertainment industry.
That, you know, Rihanna's music is blocked. Have y'all noticed that?
Yeah.
They're blocking her records. Like if you go and try to add a song to a short, you know, the approved playlist when you put in search, you can't tag a Rihanna song to any of it. Not on Instagram at all.
What?
Why not?
Bad Business.
especially anything from the Auntie album. It was her best album. It was the least promoted. It came to mixed, no, it was amazing. But see, Sean Carter doesn't like to be embarrassed in public, and neither does his wife. And there were nothing but embarrassing things all through that album.
Jaguar Wright also addressed the serious allegations made by R. Kelly's daughter, who claimed that her father harmed her.
Real quick, Jag, I have to ask you, you spoke on R. Kelly.
Yeah.
His daughter, I believe it might be out by the time this comes out, but his daughter has something to say about her father, a secret that she kept about her father that made her say, I'll never bring your grandchildren around you. Because of something that may have happened that conspired between them two. For her...
Basically, she's alleging that her father lost his control with her.
Basically, that's what she's alleging. And again, I don't know where it's going. She hasn't said it, but she's gonna say it, I assume. But when you hear stories like that, where obviously this secret has been held since she was a child, and she's a woman now, and she's saying, I didn't want to believe it about my father until it happened to me.
It happened to me.
Like, how many of these stories you feel exist?
Lots, on lots, on lots. Everything that you just said is everything that I experienced in my own family.
It's important to highlight that all these situations seem to connect back to Oprah in some way. Oprah had a close friendship with Harvey Weinstein, and their bond was so strong that during a specific interview, many felt she was intentionally sidestepping direct criticism of him.
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment. And what I do believe is actually happening is that, first of all, it's triggering a lot of unreleased pain, repressed anger, guilt, and suffering that a lot of women have had. I happened to be on set with several actresses the other day, and we were filming some things, and they were like, hadn't slept over a period of 2 or 3 days, and I was like, what is that? I said, oh, you guys are suffering from PTSD.
And when you start talking about it out loud, too,
everybody has a story. Everybody has a story. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment. I think this is a moment where no matter what business you work in, there have been women who not only had the disease to please, that's a part of it, but who felt that in order to keep my job, in order to keep my position, in order to keep moving forward, I've got to smile, I've got to look the other way, I got to pretend he didn't say that, I got to pretend he didn't touch me. I think those days are about to be over.
Are over. And if it happens to you, back in the day, you would say, sometimes you're not even aware what he just said wasn't really inappropriate.
I know you've had a couple moments.
Where you just think, what did he just say?
Yes, I remember Gail had a moment when she came and said to me what somebody said to her was so inappropriate. I was like, oh my God, you can sue over that. But
no, and all I said was, what did you say? And then they repeated it.
Yes.
Meanwhile, actress Monique, who has openly talked about how Tyler Perry and Oprah blackballed her from the industry, revealed that Taraji P. Henson also faced mistreatment from Oprah.
See, back in the day, when they had us in chains, they would beat one real good.
Right. But in front of the others.
In front of the others, and they let everybody know what you don't want is that type of ass whooping.
Right.
So what they said was, we're gonna beat Monique really good. We're gonna sit her down. And I made it public. Financially, my family took a hit. So when you see our sister go through that, and we act like our eyes didn't see what it saw when we watched that promotion happen with The Color Purple.
Right.
We wanted to act like we didn't see how Oprah Winfrey treated Taraji. In my humble opinion, when you saw her walk up, you saw that there was tension. You saw that there was something happening.
Right.
And then when you see Taraji write her a love letter, it's like, listen, we know you were mistreated. And then you turn around and say, oh, but Lady O handled it. I have a problem with that. Because that allows Lady O to keep on doing what she's doing, and we're in a position of, I don't want to say nothing because we saw how Monique got.
So, is this the moment Jaguar finally exposes Oprah as the next Hollywood insider who has allegedly harmed people for decades, or will Oprah manage to evade scrutiny once again? We'll have to wait and see. Share your thoughts in the comments below.